and welcome to Your Choice 2022 General Election coverage on HOMTV. I'm Samantha Deal. Today we're here for a candidate interview with Monica Schafer, a Republican who is running for Ingham County Commissioner in the 15th District. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to give you the opportunity to briefly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Yeah, thank you, Samantha. For one, thank you for the opportunity to have me today. I stepped up to run for this seat earlier this year, and normally I just go door to door, because as I go door to door, I tell people, I say, look, I'm not going to be on billboards, I'm not going to be on TV ads. I choose to go door to door to introduce myself. So this helps me get out with a little bit different approach to introduce myself to people. So as you know, I'm Monica Schafer, running for County Commissioner District number 15. My husband and I own Schafer Raspberries. It's a raspberry U-pick farm in Williamstown, Michigan, in Williamstown Township. It's located just off Beeman Road, and it's more of a labor of love to give back to our community. But then I also have my degree in integrated supply management. So I used to work for General Motors, and then I went into sales. And then I also have my master's of business administration. So I have the ability to be a strong county commissioner in the area. I also am married to a wonderful husband, Jim, and we have 6 children. So we have 3 children in college. They're all at the University of Notre Dame, and then we have 2 in high school at Williamston High School, and then we have 1 in 8th grade. And I'm very active in our community. I have been active in youth sports and different things in our community for quite a while. So again, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to present myself to a part of my district, especially the Meridian area that sometimes I'm not able to get to every door.
Thank you. Each 15th District candidate will be asked a standard list of questions. For question number 1, please explain how your educational and professional background make you an ideal candidate for Ingham County Commissioner.
Yeah, well, as I just explained a little bit of my educational background, my degree, again, from Western Michigan University, my master's of business administration from University of Michigan Flint, and working for General Motors. I was an operational supervisor right down on the manufacturing floor in Flint, Michigan, and then, of course, went into sales. But what it allows me to do is that I have the background that allows me to communicate with the people in our district. Like I said, I've been going door to door. I have knocked on over approximately 4,200 doors in the last 4 to 5 months of this campaign. And it has allowed me to understand the concerns of the community. It has allowed me to be an approachable person. It has allowed me to have compassion for certain issues within our community. But my educational background will be a strong asset because of my master's of business administration. I have the ability to understand some of the business aspects, especially in our small businesses of Williamstown Township has some small businesses along with the city of Williamston, along with Weberville. So my educational background, along with my community service, my family background, I know that I can be a strong county commissioner for District number 15.
Thank you. Please tell us more about the communities you represent and how you plan to meet their needs.
Yes. Well, the District 15 is a new district in the county commissioners. So right now we have currently 14 districts, and this will be the newest addition, District 15. It encompasses Locke Township, Leroy Township, Williamstown Township, Williamston, and now parts of Meridian. So it will encompass precincts 6, 7, and 22 of Meridian Township. I was raised on a family farm. I come from 10 out of 12 kids in a family farm in Chestnut, Michigan. And Locke and Leroy has a lot of farming and agriculture in it and for their representation. My husband and I also have 2 parcels of farm land that we do hay and we do cash crop. So I'm very familiar with the needs that need to be met in the Locke and Leroy Township, especially with the small businesses of Weberville. I was just down there for a Jeep weekend, and it was really nice to walk the town and talk to people and understand the concerns there. And then you have Meridian Township, where in precinct 6, 7, and 22, I actually used to live in Shoal subdivision off Starboard Road. So after walking this area, I've walked it twice now, and I've really been able to get around and feel and see the needs of this district. Especially in Meridian, it seems like there is quite a bit of concerns, of course, about roads. Roads are always a #1 concern in our area. And then safety and security. People enjoy living in a safe and secure area of Meridian Township, and we need to continue that. And then we also have the concerns of the mental health issues right now that are plaguing our schools. And I'm finding those are very prevalent in Meridian, in the Meridian precincts that I represent. Those are also very prevalent in Williamstown Township and Williamston. And Williamston, a few of the more prevalent issues there from going door to door and talking to people is the downtown. We need that to thrive. We need that to be a place that comes together and everybody works together to make our downtown in Williamston a very strong community. I sat down with the city manager a couple months ago when I first decided to run and wanted to talk with him about what his thoughts and his insights for the town, for the city of Williamston were. And I had a very good, insightful conversation, and I know in these areas I can be a very strong county commissioner because I can be a very strong voice for all the different people that I've interacted with so far.
What do you consider to be the top 2 challenges facing Ingham County today and in the future?
Yeah. Well, a lot of that I take when I go door to door. I listen to the people because we can look at all the different issues, but we really have to dive into what is most important for the people that we represent. And a lot of the issues that are out there right now are really concerning safety, security, and the mental health issues that COVID has caused, especially within the public health of our schools and our youth. And a lot of the crime, the rise in crime for Lansing is due to a lot of mental health issues with that as well. And we need to address those 2 in particular. And I just received the endorsement of the Capital City Labor Program, which encompasses all the public health officials and the public health workers in Ingham County. And it really comes down to people enjoy their safety and security, whether I go out into Locke and Leroy, Williamstown Township, Williamston, where we actually, have a millage where we pay extra for Meridian Township police coverage, and Meridian Township, where they have a millage as well for their extra police, for their coverage of Meridian Police Department. But in our Sheriff's Department for Ingham County, I received that endorsement because they know I have their back. It is not about defunding our police. It is about working with them on the mental health issues that are plaguing the rise in crime in Lansing and that are plaguing so much of our youth in the school issues that we're facing. And that is a big issue, and we want to continue having that safety and security. And we need to continue supporting the police and the public safety employees that provide that security to us.
How would you prioritize the use of county funds, especially in the current economic climate and uncertainties surrounding COVID-19?
Yeah. When we're looking at that, I take a look at the budget that we have. We need to make sure we have an over $300 million budget at the county level. And we need to make sure that we allocate that appropriately for what our main concerns are with that. It needs the right appropriation of that funding. We also received an additional $54 million of American Rescue Plan funds at the county level, and approximately $230 million for cities and townships in Ingham County as well. So when we're looking at that type of funding that the COVID brought in through the American Rescue Plan funds, we were able to allocate a lot of our $54 million in American Rescue Plan funds to some different areas that needed attention, such as environmental, low-income housing, different areas like that. So we had the ability to allocate there. And the same with our townships and our cities, we're able to allocate there. Who really is hurting due to the COVID-19 lockdowns and stuff is our small businesses. A lot of them were able to apply for different types of loans, different types of grants, different types of programs. But as I go around and talk to people, a lot of them were not able to receive that funding, or the funding that they received was just enough to get them through a little bit, but not to pull them out completely. So I just received another endorsement, which is the Lansing Regional Chamber of Commerce endorsement, and they're there to build up the small businesses. Being a small business owner myself, and my husband and our family, I see the need. We have to go in and help our small businesses. Our small businesses are the heart of our communities, whether it's the Meridian Township small businesses, whether it's Williamstown Township small businesses, Williamston, or Weberville out in Lock and Leroy. Those businesses need to know that we are there to support them, especially when they didn't have a choice in some of the shutdowns that put a damper on their business or shut down their business or completely closed it up. And we have to build a culture of welcoming businesses back into our area. We have to build an environment where businesses want to come and that they will thrive. But we have to give them the opportunity, and if there's anything that we can do at the county commission level to allow those businesses to thrive and bring them back from the COVID-19 pandemic, that's really where we have to focus a little bit more, because they are the heart of our communities.
Please address the condition of Ingham County's roads and infrastructure.
Yes, this is always a topic as I go door to door out there. Now, as people know, the roads are, you have the federal roads, you have the state roads, you have Ingham County roads, and a lot of those roads are also broken down into primary roads, secondary roads, and subdivision roads. So there's a lot of different areas of responsibility that come into the actual roads. Ingham County Road Commission does what they break it down. They use a PACER scale. So it's a scale of 1 to 10. And a lot of the roads, they mark them anywhere from a 5 to a 10 is a good road, is a good road, or a good condition roads, one that's just been redone, but it's a good road. And then you have your area that is a PACER scale from a 1 to 5, and that is your roads that need repair. They need help with them and stuff. And we have a budget of about $35 million that we allot to our Ingham County Road Commission. And that is money that is there every year to go into repaving, into the materials, into different areas of road improvement. We're always trying to maintain the roads, but the areas of improving the roads have to come out of that budget. And I hate to say this, but inflation has taken a toll on all of that. So we're actually due to inflation, we're dealing with less funding this year and coming up than we actually were in 2020. Because the price of doing the roads has increased, again, because of the material that you're putting into them, by approximately 30%. So some of our projects are coming in 30% over budget for roads. So roads are always going to be a main priority. They're always going to be addressed. And we always have to go in and figure out the best ways to maintain the roads and make sure that we're also maintaining the lowest pacer scale roads first. And but yes, roads are always a concern, but they need to be addressed every year and make sure that we're doing the best job that we can at the Ingham County level. A lot of federal funding is coming down for roads, but a lot of that federal money that's coming down for roads cannot be utilized on local roads. So Ingham County Road Commission truly has to do the best job that they can do with the funds that we have, because the federal funding is going towards the state and federal roads.
Ingham County released a broadband survey to residents as part of their broadband initiative. Can you touch on what you would do to help bring broadband to Ingham County?
Yes, broadband is a large issue, especially out in our rural areas of Locke, Leroy Township, Williamstown Township, and especially within some of the school systems, because with the COVID shutdowns, I know in our Williamston schools, we had quite a few students who did not have access to broadband. Their broadband wasn't strong enough. We just noticed COVID-19 really brought it out on what the true issues that we're facing are. So currently there is a federal program that Michigan is supposed to get approximately $1.5 billion of funding to come and help out with broadband. This broadband survey that we have put out to Ingham County is very important for residents to answer this survey, because this survey has the potential of dictating where these funds are going to be spent. Now, the funds are coming through the federal, and they have to come through the federal. We have to go through the state to get these funds from the federal. The state has to produce they have to produce a program or a way that they're going to do, the way that they're going to utilize this funding. So after they produce that, and after they say this is where we want to allocate it, we have the potential of taking that survey and saying, look, these are strong areas of need. These are areas in Ingham County that we truly need, that people do not have the ability to have broadband out there, or they do not have the equipment to hook up to broadband, or they do not have the actual knowledge in how to utilize the broadband. So we have to work together with the state, utilizing that survey to bring broadband to our area. It is a very important topic, but it is going to take just a little bit of time for the process to roll out until we can actually bring that broadband into our area. But that survey is number one. Every resident who is watching this should be going on and filling out that survey, because that survey is going to allow Ingham County to have a great roadmap or picture of where this broadband truly needs to go.
Please explain your thoughts on the business landscape and future developments in Ingham County.
I think, again, we need to get back to the small business, and we need to have a culture of welcoming. And when you're looking at the ways that Ingham County, especially Ingham County commissioners, can bring this in, we need a quality of life. That's what's going to draw businesses to our area, new businesses. And that's what's also going to revitalize a lot of different businesses. We have the trails, we have our parks, we have our zoo. Those are all quality of life issues that we can help with, and there's millages that are out there to help with the administration and the allocation of those funding to make sure that we have a strong quality of life in Ingham County. That is what draws businesses to an area. We also have a very diverse workforce, and that draws businesses in, as well as we have the university, and then we have numerous other universities that are present in Ingham County, along with Lansing Community College, to bring that those businesses into our area. And again, this is another reason why I received the Lansing Regional Chamber endorsement, is because I have a strong background in business with my master's of business administration, and I have a passion for drawing businesses back in here.
Please comment on how you believe Ingham County should approach new or continue diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts.
Yes, I think our big goal with that is that the Ingham County Commissioners right now have been addressing to make sure that we have a very strong, diverse workforce to choose from, and that we also, our human resources are doing a great job in bringing in diverse employees to everybody work together and form a strong team in Ingham County. I think one of the things that we look at when we're looking for a diverse workforce and a diverse, strong team at Ingham County is that we're also looking for people that are bilingual. We have a lot of communication that we need that bilingual person working in the county as well. It is a warm and welcoming atmosphere, and we welcome all. We welcome everybody in a very safe and non-threatening environment. I think an area that we actually could improve in our diversity is actually on the Ingham County Commissioner, in the Ingham County Commissioners themselves. Currently, we have 14 county commission seats, and there are only 3 women represented in that area. So I think that with me running as an Ingham County Commissioner, it brings, as a woman, it brings a beautiful, strong, diverse background. I have a family. I would be one of the only county commissioners as a woman that is raising school-aged children. As I said, I have 3 in college, 2 in high school, and 1 in the elementary level. And I think it's very important for women to be represented, especially in women's health issues and family care issues. There are many issues that are on the Ingham County Board that need the perspective of a woman who has a family, or again, the women's health issues that are very prevalent right now. So as an elected county commissioner, if I was elected to that seat, I think that that's, again, part of the diversity that I will bring to the board.
How do you believe you would be a good representative for your district if elected to the Ingham County Board of Commissioners?
Yes. I'm quite excited about this because I think with going door to door, knocking on over 4,300 doors so far, it is very important to understand who you represent. And I feel that I have a pulse on the community that I represent. Again, I have my background working for General Motors. I was an operational supervisor right down on the manufacturing floor in Flint, Michigan. Then I went into sales, and then I had the beautiful ability to be home to raise 6 children. And during that time, I was very active in our community. I was very active volunteering in our community. I did, and I still am currently, I coach middle school cross country, middle school basketball, and I help out with middle school track. So, and I've been doing youth sports for over 13 years. I have Schafer Raspberries, which is a beautiful labor of love to give back to our community. That as a small business owner, I'm very in tune with the small businesses that I go to visit. I have the background to be a strong county commissioner in our area, and I'm in tune with it because I'm approachable. I numerously now, everywhere I go, people will stop me and say, "Are you Monica Schafer? Are you running for county commissioner? Can I talk to you about these issues? Can I do this? Can we sit down and talk? Can we have a meeting?" I'm approachable because I do coffee hours. I sit down at Bigby Coffee in Meridian Township, and in Okemos, I go to Noah's Nook. I go to Sunnyside Cafe, and I sit and I tell people I'm approachable. I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to answer concerns. So I think to be a strong county commissioner, you have to be able to serve. And right now, I have the ability to step up and serve our community. Like I said, I have the background to do it, and I have the ability to do it. And I think we need good people to step up and run for positions in our local elections, in our local community. And when we have good people to step up and run, we will be able to trust them because we know they are willing to serve. And that's why I would make a great county commissioner for District 15.
All right, that is the end of our standard questions. We have about 5 minutes remaining. I'd like to give you a moment to make a closing statement.
Well, I just thank you for the opportunity. I think I've covered numerous topics. I've covered, I think, most of the more important ones of the public safety, bringing back small businesses and the mental health issues that are plaguing a lot of our crime and a lot of our youth. I think it's important to have a very diverse background in order to represent the area, especially in this district, because in this district you have the rural representation, and then you also have parts of Meridian Township, which actually the parts of Meridian Township that I have, which are precincts 6, 7, and 22, are actually the rural parts of Meridian Township. Everything pretty much except for the Shoals subdivision, where I used to live with my husband when we first moved to the area. I've lived in the area approximately 15 years in Williamstown Township. And like I said, I know I have the ability to be a strong county commissioner. And I thank you for the opportunity to be able to speak in front of a broader audience. But I will continue to go door to door until November 8th. And I will continue to be open and approachable and serve our community in whatever capacity that is meant to be. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for being with us today. For this candidate interview with Monica Schafer, Republican candidate for Ingham County Commissioner in the 15th District, I'm Samantha Deal, inviting you to watch live election night coverage here on HOMTV on Tuesday, November 8th.